everybody around the globe. We had an awesome question from Amy Pease from the UK, who's starting to implement the BGI concepts in her practice. And she was asking how she talks to people differently in the office when she feels like they've always done things a certain way, and the person on the table is expecting a certain type of adjustment from her, and that she's starting to feel like she needs to change her communication in order to engage people in their process in a different way. So one of the things I like to tell people, or I remember talking to people about, or if people are coming in with a certain expectation, is just what I'm feeling in your system. I need to address in a way what's coming up now that I haven't noticed before needs to be addressed in a different way. And I'm really excited to try some of the new tools that I have, or you don't even have to say new, some of the tools that I have that use a different type of approach. For example, she gave me an example of a guy who is super, like, just tons of stored potential in through here, in through the upper thoracics. And every time he comes in, like, the natural desire is to want to crunch those. And I would say something like, listen, Joe, we have been doing it this way for 10 years. And the change that we've experienced together is good for a couple weeks. And then you come in and we're working on the same thing. So what my proposal is that we shift things up, and I'm going to work in a completely different way. I want to focus on releasing the tension from your lungs and heart and your sternum and your clavicle, and allow this to open so that this stuff back here doesn't have to hold on so tight. And what that is going to allow is an opening of all of this area. Your lungs are going to feel differently and feel differently. Your heart is going to have more room and more space, and is going to be less encumbered by the tension that you've been storing up in here, trying to create stability through here. So I think if I really want to serve you in your growth and moving forward in this process, rather than having to keep coming back to the same things time after time, that we owe it to each other to work in a different way. And let's give it 3 months and let's see what happens. And I think in that conversation, you've given enough information. You haven't said this is what we're going to do instead, because it doesn't really matter. They're coming to you because they absolutely trust you and what you want to do. So it's really getting out of your own way and just being honest about what you're feeling and what you want to offer that person on the table. Please, if you are in practice, share stories from your practice about how you communicate to people. The more chiropractors that we have sharing things on this forum, the richer our community becomes. So please take the time to just either jot down an answer or do a quick video sharing an experience from Table Talk. Please. Thanks.